and welcome to Steve Knows. Today we are going to review Death Horizon Reloaded. Oh, just as a pre-warning, I do have a promotional code to give away, so if you would like a chance to win Death Horizon Reloaded, please subscribe and like the video. And also, I talk about locomotion in this, but I recently just found out from the developers that in October an update is going to occur, so we have smooth locomotion instead of teleportation. So back to the video. This is a first-person zombie shooter that was released on the Oculus Go as a single remote experience, and released on the Gear VR as well, a mobile phone VR kit. Way back in 2017, coming from Dream Dev Studios, we have a gruesome zombie tale, and I love zombies so much, especially in VR, which is why I also cannot wait for Arizona Sunshine. So you are placed inside a government containment facility where research has been occurring, but something's gone wrong. The T12 virus has escaped and turned everyone into a walking corpse. We can't say the T virus, otherwise a copyright claim is coming our way.
You're all going to die down here.
It's a combination of classic arcade action that we know and love, especially because I grew up with zombie arcade shooters and Time Crisis. Oh, and fun fact, John Carmack reviewed this game and posted the review on his Facebook page. Immediately when you're in the game, there's an eerie sense around you. There isn't game music going on, it's just environmental sounds, zombie groans. So they've gone for a sense of realism instead of high-octane music to get us pumped, and I'm not sure how I feel about that decision, because music is a huge part about what makes a game great. It brings all of these arts together to create us a single, incredible, unique experience. Let's start off and talk about the visuals of the game. They look average for the Quest, but you should bear in mind this is a mobile VR game that's been ported, so expecting red matter level game graphics is not gonna happen. We have lots of grey environments since we're in an underground lab, and especially in the first half of this game, I didn't come across many interesting areas either, until we saw the huge nuclear generator that was sourcing the power to the laboratory, and that wasn't until quite late into the game. It reminded me of a waiting room of a hospital, everywhere I went.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
When you shoot a zombie, we do get gory visuals, which is a positive, but the zombies disintegrate once killed. They don't fall to the floor like a sack of potatoes, which is actually what I wanted. A headshot and they drop, and I get that feel-good feeling.
Fill my full metal jacket potato.
But instead we get a design decision in order to optimize the game to immediately remove them from play once they're killed. Really overall in the visuals though, it's okay, it doesn't blow my mind. I wouldn't be rushing to tell a friend how stunning it looks. On a positive note though, this game was stable throughout. No FPS issues, no tearing, just smooth, good old gameplay. This game took me about an hour and 20 minutes to complete, so it's pretty short. But it was fun, I did pick it up for a second playthrough. It was just a shame that it started coming to its own halfway through the game. I started finding my groove, and it was over. But it did say to be continued at the end of the game, so perhaps we're going to be getting some extra content at some point, which would be amazing. The gameplay, though I did enjoy it, it was slightly cumbersome. I feel that it reminded me of the frustration people experienced back when Resident Evil 1 was released, and the mechanics in that game increased the tension. Because in this game, there's no free movement, there's only teleportation, and this teleportation doesn't let you set your orientation once you're moving. So I found myself flicking the stick so many times to run away, and then quickly turn around to shoot a zombie, but which by that point they've already run up behind me and ordered Steve Knows for the entree. But with the Quest, you can simply just turn around since it is completely wireless. This did make the simplest of situations more intense, such as one zombie, no problem. 2 zombies, fine, but anything more than that, you've really got to start managing yourself a lot better. I feel this is the style they were going for, as many other elements also give me that impression, that they're trying to be more realistic and awkward like Resident Evil was. The way you reload is not that fast. You can't just run away, you have to teleport. You can't turn around extremely fast. You have to keep swapping out weapons in order to survive, and there's also your ammo management. You really have to explore, looking in all the nooks and crannies and cabinets and corners to find ammo clips. They're not always easy to come by. A fantastic element in this game that I have to say well done is the ability to climb. You can climb in order to reach different areas of the map that would otherwise be undiscoverable. You can climb up pipes, ladders, and some other random things that make you feel like we're actually playing the climb, since Crytek are taking their damn time. Where is it? But then, oh my goodness. I don't know who came up with it, but personally I feel it's not a great design decision at all, especially since it's not a standard thing in virtual reality, and that is the jump mechanic. You have to grab a point in the air, pull your arms down and release in order for you to jump. But there's no indication of how far you're going to jump or where you're attempting to land, how much power your jump has. There's no indicator at all, so it's just completely guesswork. I found myself just jumping off the edge sometimes or falling to my death. And you have to start again from the checkpoint if this happens. It's incredibly frustrating. But after many fails, I finally got used to it. Let's talk about the weapons, the guns that you have to blow these zombies away. There are weapons aplenty. There is a single shot rifle, a machine gun, a shotgun that you have to pump up after every single shot. Pistols you can rapid fire, a Desert Eagle to take off heads in a single shot, which I wish all guns did sadly, because head shooting a zombie is part of the fun, but they don't have that. It takes 2 shots with the pistol, or any other weapon in fact. There are also these chambers lying around which explode if they hit a zombie, or you can shoot them and they explode also. Certain weapons actually become quite vital in certain areas you try to battle through, as when you get fast enemies running towards you, you want to conserve your powerful ammo and just use a pistol. But if you have dogs coming after you and they run really fast, your aim is not that great using a pistol, so you want to use a shotgun and do a single shot and take them out effectively. These elements, once the game starts picking up its pace, become so much fun as you have to keep swapping out weapons and evading, trying to take out a myriad of enemies, being strategic. The game is set to have a cooperative mode, but this wasn't available on the build of the game that I was given, so I can't comment whether it's going to be a cooperative story or like a horde mode. But if it was cooperative story, that would make such a huge difference to this game and be a great selling point for it. But if it's a we just stand still and take out enemies, then perhaps not so much. As I said earlier, the game uses environmental sound, so it's kinda quiet. You just hear the odd groan and reverberant creaks in the distance, so it does set up a nice creepy ethos, but it does feel empty. I would like some music. Overall, this game did underwhelm me at first, as the first half of the game was slow, but as we got more elaborate environments and more zombies kept flowing in the game, it came into its own. I had so much fun in the last half of this game where I'll be shooting the shotgun, having to pump it, but there's not enough time. So you whip out your pistol and start taking out enemies as fast as you possibly can. It was exhilarating. It has all of the elements of a great zombie game that I would want. It just needs to be built from the ground up for the quest and not a rebranded Gear VR title, so we would have better mechanics such as free locomotion, some music, no teleportation, or at least teleportation you can set your orientation on. Just these little things, these design decisions also contribute to the tension and the horror aspect of the title. I did, however, really enjoy this game once halfway through. Despite the frustrating moments, and popping zombies never gets old. It's definitely worth checking out, as it's not a standstill or on-rail zombie shooter, which many titles can be on the Quest. You do have the freedom to actually wander around and explore, which is brilliant. It also has room scale if you have the space available. So thanks for watching Steve Knows Death Horizon Reloaded review. Happy gaming, guys! Good day!